Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about today is what people are seeing and experiencing in everyday life when it comes to being of the prepared mind. And I get sent pictures, videos, emails, and links. And if you would like to send me something for a video, my email's in the description box below. So grab your coffee, maybe a snick snack or two, and let's get into it. So apparently, tens of thousands of cell phone users experienced outages yesterday for their home phone, their internet, their mobile phone. And the shocking number of interruptions is sparking fear of a possible cyber attack. So I ask you, did anyone actually experience this? Because I didn't. There were so many videos about this yesterday, and I was like, what outage? I'm not experiencing any outage, and I have T-Mobile. I never have bars, and I literally have to go outside into the middle of the road in order to use my cell phone, and it constantly drops calls. But that didn't happen. And matter of fact, my cell phone kept ringing, and I was getting text messages left and right. My house phone was ringing, and I'm like, and even my husband, because he calls, when he gets a chance from work, and I'm like, babe, I'm like, did you hear about this outage with cell phones and house phones? And he's like, what outage? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm just saying. He's just like, yeah, no, there's nothing going on around here. And I'm like, I don't know. So these outages apparently reportedly began about 4 a.m. on the East Coast and also affected thousands of customers with Verizon and T-Mobile, US Cellular, and Cricket, which is also a part of AT&T, reportedly having 11,000 customers affected. And the most significant number of issues was reported by AT&T customers, which spiked at 31,931, and the report started at 4:30 in the morning, before began jumping to 71,000 at 8 a.m. And the incident immediately had users wondering if this was a massive coordinated cybersecurity attack on American communication systems. And like I said, I have T-Mobile, and nothing happened with my cell phone or my husband's cell phone or my kid's cell phone, and we all have T-Mobile. So I'm like, I don't know what anybody's talking about. And this supposedly happened on the East Coast. So I'm on the East Coast. So did anybody in this community experience anything like this? Because we didn't experience it. So a community member sent me a copy and paste of an article. So I'm going to read it to you. Okay. I don't have a link, so I'm going to read the entire article to you. And it reads like this: Agenda 2030 has arrived in Tempe, Arizona. This is a 15-minute city model for the rest of America. I have discussed in length about 15-minute cities. 15-minute cities are everywhere, and not a lot of people realize this. The first actual 15-minute city started in Paris. Yeah, in Paris, France. Um, so a neighborhood in Tempe, Arizona has been named Cul-de-sac and is striving to become America's first full-fledged 15-minute city. Actually, they're calling it this one a 5-minute city. For those who have not heard of them, 15-minute cities, it coincides with the vision of the globalist WEF, which is pitching the concept as being more environmentally friendly. I digress. There is no personal property in this dystopian community. That's scary. Everyone lives in rented apartments. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, I could never rent. I could never rent. I don't care. I'm not living under anybody's thumb. I don't know about you. So, all modes of transportation and public and shared, whether it's a bike, a scooter, or electric van or train, everything is electric, digitized, and connected to the internet. Never. Instead of seeing this development as a dystopian nightmare, cul-de-sac residents are excited. Yeah, wait till they actually have to live it. At the prospect of living in a digital prison. Yeah, they own nothing and they're happy, at least for now. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, until they actually have to live it and they're stuck in it. So, do they have any idea what they signed up for? Probably not. A 15-minute city is essentially a weaponized smart city, utilizing smart city technology for nefarious purposes of surveillance, social credit scoring. The full brunt of the surveillance state won't come into effect until we have a CBDC, at which point your money has been tokenized and pre-programmed to measure your carbon footprint. If you go over your allotted footprint, your score will fall, and if it falls too low, your money will no longer work. It can be shut off by the authorities. That's really scary if you really think about it. Imagine your score dips like a fraction of a point, right on, and you're like, okay, well, shiznit, I have to go food shopping, or there's something on Amazon that I want. Well, guess what? You can't do it. I mean, that's the reality. That's the reality of what we're all going to soon be looking at. So really let that sink in, because I don't think these people in Tempe really understand, because they want these 15-minute cities to seem like, oh, it's so wonderful, you have no idea what you're missing out on. And it's like, bruh, you really don't want to do this, okay? So 15-minute city gets outfitted with digital surveillance data harvesting technologies that will monitor and record even the most personal details of every individual within the city or a pod within a city. These cities are voluntary right now. Yeah, right now. That's the scary part. Right now, they're voluntary. Can you imagine when it's mandatory? Can you imagine? That's the scary part. But the plan is to herd everybody into them from the more rural areas. How will they do this? There will be many tactics, including oppressive property taxes and increasing insurance premiums, burdensome environmental regulations on how you are allowed to use your property, and countless other ways, some of which we probably haven't even thought of yet. By collecting this digital data, the authorities will know what you eat and drink. Girl, guys, okay? You want anybody to know what you're really eating and drinking? You know? Just saying. Where you go during what time frames, what you buy, where and how much was paid, who you meet up with, what you think and what you feel. I'm sorry. I don't have a chip in my brain. Okay? I ain't signing up for no Elon Musk bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. Your opinions and your habits, your health details, and your V status. Tickets, please. So all of this data will be combined into a carbon footprint and fed back to the residents to inform them of whether they are living within the parameters of what's considered sustainable. Sustain this, okay? No. As WEF advisor Harari, that man, oh, he's got a special place now. So those who own this personal data will know you better than you know yourself, and that's really scary. And after you get used to obeying the nudges of the algorithms, you will no longer be in possession of your free will. Yeah, well, flip you. So Harari has mocked the idea of humans possessing free wills. We simply obey the commands of the AI-driven algorithms incorporated into the apps on our smartphones. At some point, we will start to wear this technology, watches, goggles, and wearables, and maybe even submit someday to having it under our skin. No. This 24/7 surveillance society has been justified, as we are told it will be essential for the future of the planet to save it from the effects of sea change. The promoters of the 15-minute city concept also premise it will make your life more connected, safer, and healthier, and looks like the cul-de-sac residents have swallowed those lies whole. This community has been promoted as helping with sustainability, which includes them giving up their vehicles. Cul-de-sac is the first community in the nation to be designed around a car-free living. There is literally no place to park a vehicle. One employee said residents can own one car as long as it's not parked on site. So where the flip flop are you supposed to park it? Answer. Hello. This development will no doubt be used to push similar Agenda 2030 nightmare neighborhoods across America. Citizens of all sizes will soon begin to announce that they have special pods or areas in which smart city technology has been installed, with special sustainable living apartments where no gas powered vehicles fear to tread. Eventually, entire cities will be engulfed by these pods, and the city itself will become a freedom free zone, meaning none of the bedrock freedoms Americans are known for will be allowed. No freedom of movement, informed consent, press, speech, assembly, religion, etc. That's all you had to say was no freedom of religion, and I'm out. We will be practiced without the proper credentials. All of those rights will be forfeited when you live in such a city. All rights will be replaced with privileges. And the privileges will be based on your adherence to the all encompassing sustainable rules. This is the wave of the future, not my future. You know, these people actually have balls to think that anybody is actually like normal minded people would actually fall for this okay. I'm just saying. All right, just saying, because I, I guess, because I ain't woke. I'm not. I mean, I can't. I know. I'm not laughing about it. I guess I'm just trying to. I can't even like. I can't even put those puzzles together in my brain. I can't. The pieces are not fitting. They're really not. I am too much of an outspoken, independent, in your face. Okay, I tell you what to do. You don't tell me what to do. That's who I am. You know what I mean? And like, no, 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 mm-mm, no. Oh wow, I would be getting into so much trouble if I had to live in one of those places. They'd be kicking me out. They'd be trying to find a reason. You know what I mean? They really would. They'd be like, we have to get her out. She's causing too much trouble. She's telling people the truth. I'd be like, be putting signs in my front yard. I told you this was coming. I told you this was going to happen. Anyway, so this community member sent in a post from Nextdoor. And it says, Nextdoor community member posting, I don't know why I'm getting this from the Trust Bank. I don't have an account there. Somebody's trying to get my information. Do not open none of these. It says, Dear client, we recently undated our on undated or updated our online security system with a new established security server which guarantees your maximum protection when accessing your account online. In order to secure your properly updated and your account fully protected, you will need to verify your identity in order to keep using your account online access. I don't click on anything in an email unless I know who it's from. You know what I mean? No. So here's another one. And it says caller ID displaying an agency or company name does not mean that it's really from them. Oh, I've learned that. Yeah. Government agencies and legitimate companies don't call people out of the blue with threats or promises of money. Never click a link or call a number sent to you through an email or a text. These phone numbers and links could lead you straight to the scammers. It's okay to slow down and question every single time that you are contacted by a company or an agency that is requesting personal information or money. Best to let these calls go to voicemail and simply not respond to the text. Then find a number you know to be correct for the agency or company and contact them to ensure they were attempting to contact you. It's always better to be safe than sorry. Yeah, no kidding. Commercial break. So listen to this. This was sent in by a community member, and it says, Amazon account holders beware. There are some strange goings ons. Yesterday, my sister, who doesn't have an Amazon account, received a package at her home addressed to her from Amazon. What? And a few mystery charges on her credit card. She called Amazon, who couldn't figure out how it happened, as she never had an Amazon account. Yesterday, I received an email from customer service at Amazon.com thanking me for contacting them about suspicious activity. I had not contacted them. I gave them a call, and they told me that email was erroneously sent to all account holders. I asked them if they were to send me an email, what address would it come from? They would not tell me. What? Now I get an email from csreply at Amazon.com with a survey regarding my call. I have a bad feeling that Amazon may have a serious security breach. Keep an eye on your account and your credit card statement. I'm seriously considering canceling my account. Thank you, because now I'm going to have to keep an eye on mine because I'm constantly ordering. Yeah. And before I go, here's an email from a community member, and she said, howdy. I went to the pharmacy at Albertsons this morning to see if my prescription was ready. The cashier told me, yes, the robot filled it. What? Excuse me? The robot filled it? Okay. I have to let my brain process that for just a moment. Then she said their computer system is slow, and several of the insurance companies are having the same slow computer systems. I went to put gas in my car and swiped my rewards card, and the cashier said their computer was slow today. And then she said, what's up with solar flares? Things we don't know about yet? Solar flares now? Oh, God, help me. I don't know. I'll have to get back to you on that one with the solar flares. Yeah. Okay, so as for the solar flares, the sun emitted two strong solar flares, the first one peaking at 6:07 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on February 21st, 2024, and the second peaking at 1:32 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at February 22nd, 2024. NASA's Solar Dynamics Observatory, which watches the sun constantly, captured an image of the event. Really? Okay, so there's a picture for you, okay? Um, wow, that's interesting. Huh. They said that the first flare is classified as an X1.8 flare. The second flare is classified as an X1.7 flare. X class denotes the most intense flares, while the number provides more information about its strength. Interesting. Okay. All right. All right, guys, that's all for this video. Okay. I will see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fear less. Ciao.